Father that knows everything, the creation of all, who knows the beginning from the end, the Alpha, the Omega, has left us clues since the beginning of time, has left us clues since the flood. And as I'm well aware of now, the government in the U.S. and all around the world, mainly the States, have found the Nephilim giants that were killed. Now remember, some of them hid, and I'm not sure if they're alive. Apparently the one in Kandahar, but I find that one hard to believe. But anyway, even if the giants are dead and buried, these guys are grabbing them, taking them to secret locations, and taking out the DNA to create new hybrid Nephilim. How big will they be? Well, according to the Bible, maybe the same as what they were back when. Maybe I was wrong about the whole atmospheric thing. I don't know. But like I said to you guys before, I know for sure, back then, before the flood of Noah, before God cut down man's time on the earth, these things lived hundreds of years. So naturally, they'd be a lot. They'd be huge. They'd be like buildings. I think I've done... I did a video a long time ago, about 2 years ago, when I was standing in a building, and I was on the 8th floor. I was 8 stories above ground, and I showed you guys kind of, the example of being a giant. I mean, geez, even being 3 stories is pretty high. You know what I mean? You think about 8 stories. You know what I mean? You look at that type of stuff, and it's pretty insane to think about, And like when I was standing there 8 stories high, I'm like, wow. One of these things, after they finished doing what they were doing, they wanted to eat, but it wasn't enough. The people were too small. It wasn't enough. All the stuff, the plants and animals and all that kind of stuff, wasn't enough for them. So they had to start eating people. You know what I mean? But anyway, I will be going back to this. I'm looking on Pinterest right now for content to bring you up to speed that, this is happening. And to be very aware that soon these things will come out. I'm not exactly sure how big they're going to be, but there won't be gigantism or anything. This will be their own creation, their own splice, and their own genetic stuff like they were doing in the days of Noah, just before the flood. Everything that was old is becoming new again. So it makes you wonder about the technology as well. Did they have the technology like we have now? Probably. But we'll find out. Comment, like, hit the thumb button, hit it up. I won't be talking about the Biden thing right now. All that other channels do that. Time for the Giants. Big step.